Dear students, today we're going to continue our topic on triangles and polygons. And today we're going to see how to solve problems involving angles in polygons. And these are going to be either angles regarding exterior angles or interior angles. So our objective for today is going to be to solve problems involving angles in polygons. So let me start from the first thing. I'm going to remind you a little bit about what we said in our last lessons about the exterior and the interior angles of polygons. So we said that the interior angles have a sum of 300 of n minus 2 times 180. That was the sum of the interior angles, and we said that the exterior angles have a sum of 360 degrees. No matter what shape it is, no matter how many sides does it have, no matter if it's regular or irregular. So these two works both for regular and irregular shapes, and they also work for any number. They both work for any number of sides. Okay, so that's what we said about the interior and the exterior angles. Two very important facts which we're going to use during this lesson. So let's start immediately from the first example. So I'm going to draw a polygon. In this case, it is a pentagon. This pentagon has some angles. It has a right angle. It has an angle of 120 degrees. It has an angle of 115 degrees. It has an angle of 145 degrees. And there's an angle which we need to find. So we need to find the x. So as you look at this diagram, you can notice that the angle which we need to find is an interior angle. So if x is an interior angle, we need to use the fact of interior angles. And what do we know about interior angles? We know that the sum of interior angles is n minus 2 times 180. Okay, remember from last lesson? Where n is the number of sides. So I know that the sum meaning adding them all together. So I got 145 plus 115 plus 120 plus 90 plus x is equal to the number of sides minus 2, so it's 5 minus 2 times 180. I could have started also by first finding the sum and then substituting. So adding these together, I'll get 145 and 115, that's 260, 380, 470 plus x is equal to 5 minus 2, it's 3 times 180, and that is 540 degrees. So x is equal to 540 minus 470. That gives a value of 70 degrees. Okay, and we have found x. That's the first problem. So that is example number 1. Okay, let's take again another short look at it. Okay, so x was the interior angle, so we needed to find the sum of the interior angles. We needed to work with that value, and we have done so. Okay, use the formula s equals m minus 2 times 1/8 to arrive at a solution. So that's example number 1. Let's work out another example. So example number 2. Okay, I'm going to draw a polygon as usual. As we can see, this polygon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be called A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Now this polygon has two angles, which are this angle and this angle, equal to each other. They are both 2x. This is 110 degrees. This angle is 95 degrees. This is 165 degrees. This is 140 degrees. And this is 130 degrees. And we need to find x. Alright? We need to find x. This is very similar to the other one. So let's take a look at it. X is on the inside, so x has to do with the sum of the interior angles. It's an interior angle. Okay? So we know, again, I'm going to write it down so that you remember it. The sum of the interior angles is n minus 2 times 180. So I'm going to find the sum. The first, now slightly different from what we did in the other example. So n is the number of sides. This shape has 7 sides. So the sum is 7 minus 2 times 180. So the sum is 5 times 180. The sum is 900 degrees. So I know that if I add all these angles together, they add up to 900 degrees. So I have 2x plus 2x. So I'm collecting like terms immediately. Plus 110 plus 140 plus 130 plus 95 plus 165. They make 900 degrees. Okay, so I have 4x plus, I am going to add these together, 110 and 140 to 150, 380, 380, and 260, 380, 580, 640 is equal to 900 degrees. I'm going to add them again together so that I am sure that I made no mistakes. It's easy to make mistakes when you are using just mental abilities. So always make sure you've got no mistakes. So this is equal to, let me check again, 640. Yes, so that's correct. So 4x is equal to 900 minus 640. So x should be an angle of divided by 4, which gives a value of 65 degrees. So x is equal to 65 degrees. Okay, so we've seen another example where we needed to find a value for x. The value was an interior angle. So let's work out another example. Again, it's going to be on interior angle. So example number 3, I'm going to draw a polygon. I have a hexagon this time. Okay, so I have 6x, 5x, 5x, 3x, 4x, and 4x. And I need to find x. Note that this time I have no one of those angles, which I already know, so simply find x. X is on the inside, x is an interior angle, so I'm going to use the fact of the sum of the interior angles, and minus 2 times 180. So the sum is number of sides. We had 6 sides, minus 2 times 180. So the sum is 720 degrees. So if I add all these angles together, they should make 720. So I have 6x plus 4x plus 3x plus 5x plus 5x plus 4x is equal to 720 degrees. Adding these x's together, I get 10 and 3, 13, 23, 27. So 27x is 720 degrees. So x is 720 divided by 27, which gives a value of 26.6 recurring degrees. Okay, so that is the value of x. It doesn't matter that it is not a whole number. It can be any form of angle. It could have been also an angle which is a small, very small, or a very large angle. So that's example number 3. Let's work out another example. So example number 4. I'm going to draw this time. The example will be based on the exterior angles. So as you see, I am drawing the exterior angles. Okay, so this time I have, this is a right angle, this is 35 degrees, this is 85 degrees, this is x, and this is x, and we need to find x. Now, since we're focusing on the exterior angle, we know one fact. We know that the sum of the exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. That is always 360, no matter what shape it is. So this must not be very, very difficult. So if I add up all the exterior angles, so I have x plus 85 plus 35 plus 90, they make 360 degrees. So 2x plus 85 and 35 is 120 and 90. 210 is equal to 360 degrees. So I have 2x is 360 minus 210. So x is equal to 150 degrees divided by 2, which gives a value of 75 degrees. So we have found x. Okay. That dealt with an exterior angle, so it's always quite simple. Let's work out another example. Last example, example number 5. Again, we're going to have a polygon. We're going to have exterior angles. I think we're going to do another example now, so that I'm sure you have understood well. So I've got 3x 80 degrees. This is x. This is 2x. This is 50 degrees. This is 60 degrees. And I need to find x. Now, as you can see, we have some interior and some exterior angles. What is the easiest, to work out with the interior angles or with the exterior angles? I think that it's quite a simple answer, because the sum of the interior angles, we have to find it, we have to work out a problem, while the sum of the exterior angles is always equal to 360 degrees. So I'm going to work with the exterior angles. So sum of exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. What do we know? We have all the exterior angles except one, but we know that this is 180 degrees. So this is 180 less 3x. Okay, 180 less 3x. Let me. This is 2x. So I need to find x. So let's work it out. I know the sum is 360 degrees, so I'm going to add all the exterior angles. So I have 180 minus 3x plus 80 plus 2x plus 2x plus 50 plus 60 make 360 degrees. So let's collect like terms and that. So 2x plus 2x minus 3x is x. 180 plus 80 is 260. 260 and 60, 320, and 50, 370. Something's wrong. Oh, that 80. I'm going to change this 80. This is 60. That is 60 degrees. So let me add again. So it's 180 and 60 to 140 and 50 to 190 and 60 to 350. So x plus 350 is equal to 360 degrees. So x is 360 minus 350 degrees. So x is equal to 10 degrees. Okay, and we have found the value of x. So that was another example. I'm going to work out the last example. So example number 6. This time I've got a regular octagon. We have a regular octagon. And we need to find x. We need to find x. So, to find x, this time x is at the center. There are various ways. Alright, how to do that? Since it is regular, all these angles are equal. And those angles add up to 360 degrees. So x is 360 divided by 8. And that is equal to 45 degrees. Why did I do this sum? If we had to find the exterior angle, that exterior angle would have given us the same result. Okay, so pay attention here. The exterior angle is the same as one of the angles when that polygon is subdivided into triangles, which are all isosceles triangles, because this is equal to this, from the center. It doesn't matter what type of polygon, how many sides does it have, as long as it is a regular polygon. So this is today's lesson. I hope you have understood this lesson. If you have any queries, please contact me. Thanks and good day.